Good day, Lords and Ladies, and welcome back to Battle Brothers me Cornish-Knight as we undertake this rather complicated mission, which first took us down here, now is taking us all the way over here, which is not great. The undead scourge has claimed the settlement, which means our life is so much worse, because that's going to be pouring out stuff. So, let's see what we get to face today. Many ancient legionnaires. Oh boy, this is going to be fun. So that's 8 on 12, but there's got 4 pikemen, which are going to be nasty. I have taken out one of my range units for this battle, because I just want to try and just hack as much of them to bits as quickly as possible. Let's just try and just keep destroying their armor. Let's get everybody up and ready and in place for these guys to move. They've got to advance because they think they'll have the superiority. Okay, they split, which is good. They're forcing all that side, right. So, don't like that hillock that they're on, to be honest. Problem is, if I put him there and then shield wall, they'll attack. And if it just see, because if he goes there, he can attack anybody in this range. I mean, I could put him here, spear wall up. It just seems strange, but I do have a cunning plan. My plan is to try and draw some of their forces away. Right, let's see what happens. Let's get him up here on the line. Oh, hit the wrong person. Doesn't matter. Shield wall. Here they come. Right, let's shield bash. That's not great because he'll get charged next turn. Yeah. No, I've got to go straight for him. Except that one, who seems to be... they're going to really be pushing that flank. Okay. You go there. You go there. We'll start smacking down on these fools. You can't move that far. Okay. Right. We've got to try and focus down fire. If you go here, you can't hit. You're just going to have to take a pounding. Okay, that destroyed your armor. Move here and block. Problem is, if you move here, you're going to get smacked from all sides, but Can't see an easy solution for it. Yeah, that was what I was worried about. Okay, well, let's get up here and focus. That's hurt. Because we're going to get hit by 2 pikemen, which are nasty. Let's put him here and hopefully try and... Just keep your spear wall up. Oh, shield wall up. Yeah, you did that. That wasn't fun. Right. You're going to rush around here and help this flank. You're going to try and help as much as you can. Try and get a lucky headshot off and break them. Right, I'm going to disengage, get to here. Right. Shield wall up, because we still got that last pikeman. Burn through some stamina. Oh, we burned some fatigue, I should say. I call it stamina, but it's really not. Get up the support. Move to support. Break through their armor. They're going to switch out. It's that pikeman that I'm worried about. Pole arms do like obscene amounts of damage in this game. Okay, so first things first, let's get this down to business. Ah, he blocked. I should have sealed, split him. There we go. The thing is, they have high block value. This is why I like to have people with axes, because you normally smacks their shields. Right. I really need to have someone who's a designated one-handed axe expert. Yeah, that hurts. Get rid of his shield. Give him a good pounding. Let's see if we can finish him off with an arrow. There we go. Something that we rarely ever do with range units. Oh, legendary armor. Trusted coat of plate, a rare coat of plate enhanced with chainmail and its new padding. A piece of true craftsmanship. Awesome. Unless that's the thing they wanted. You have weighed the artifact in your hands, it goes from light to heavy and back again. Well, that's weight enough and you'll quickly shove it in your satchel. Right, so we have that. Now we have to get back to all the way up here, which is going to take us an absolute age. And we had to peg it on foot. People have been asking me like the differences between the different difficulty settings, because some people like to play this game on like the easy mode. Well, not easy, but like what they call it easy mode. It's not easy mode. It's like this game's easy mode is most games' equivalent of normal. This is like I've always said this game is very much like the Dark Souls of RPG turn like well not RPG but roguelike like management games. But yeah, why the reason I play? Okay, I'll explain this. The reason I play on the lower setting is twofold. One, it allows you to test out a lot more strategies that you normally cannot do on normal. Normal is one of those games where if you don't play to the meta, like normal not so much, but hard definitely. If you don't play to like how the meta works, you get very heavily penalised. So it's just not worth it. Let's get in there and push the wall cell so you do toward a slab that isn't stone at all, but wood. Slides open and you step through. Through the host of books, strange items lit up a dusky candlelight room. He snaps your fingers in your hand, do the artifact over. In return, he hands you a set of 220 gold, 2,200 gold. Another one pauses and looks at the scribe. Wait, this place was supposed to be a secret. What the hell are you doing? The old man awkwardly purses his lips. The noble pitches his forehead. God damn it! All right, call up the mason again, I guess. Right. So, this place under siege? No. As you walk along the roads, when this shrubbery still sways, another group of men soon appear. Before the first man even speaks, you already know what's coming, and apparently some labourers have agreed to a union. Haven't seen anyone in these parts. There's no place for you. I don't need anybody else, really. I just need to be able to get into the market and sell stuff, because I've got stuff that needs to be sold. We can sell that for money, which is nice. We can sell that. Keep that. We're going to sell these ancient armors, because even though they're nice, they weigh a ton. Along with those. So we actually managed to make a profit. I am genuinely impressed that we managed to make a profit. I'm just going to buy a little bit of food for now, so it allows us to get out of here and find somewhere that actually has supplies. Let's see if we can find something. Yeah, sorry, I got off topic. I was talking about why I play on the lower difficulties. It allows me to try out different tactics, combinations, strategies, builds. You have to understand... Ooh, that's a really nice helmet for an archer. You have to understand that doing this kind of thing, like testing out different builds and combinations, is really important in Battle Brothers. And if you're not able to do it because you're basically constantly being hounded by the difficulty, it's very annoying. So I tend to play on this settings because I get more fun playing out on the lower settings. Right, do I want to grab this helmet? Yeah, I probably do for my archer. Even though it's more expensive than it's worth, I really need to make sure that my archers aren't getting like smacked. So he can have that. Okay. Excellent. I don't think I have anyone in my party that can wear... What's that? That's 12, and he's already low fatigue as is. He's got that, which is an attachment which can be placed, but I don't know what it does. I wish it highlighted what the item actually did. Like what the attachment actually did, because I know that some of them do different things. So that's 40. That's 45. Okay, there goes my plan. No, like none of my guys can wear it without taking. Like these guys are designed to be carrying heavy armor, and even they can't handle this stuff. One thing I will say is that I need to get some better helmets. there any in here that I can pick up? There's that. Thing is, I have other supplies that I need to buy first, which is annoying. At least I got the better helmet for my range unit. Right, so he's back up. Switch out some of my guys for some of the lesser leveled dudes who need leveling. He could stay in. Right. There you got Umbles or Umber Hulks lurking about, which is never great. Grab that, grab some tools. Grab a little bit of food as well because we're low. What's it worth? No, we need to be... Accept the payment. So it went to press pay, he paid more. Follow tracks, collect, return the rare coins. That's not worth it. Nothing to fear, sellsword. I'm sure you've heard a Derda walking the earth again, and there comes a great deal of speculation as to why or how. Anyway, Hammer northeast of here has been assaulted by Jose monsters or former humans, but I'm not sure. Okay, how much? Travel to Hammer to the northeast, defend against the undead. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do it. We didn't do it last time and we lost somewhere. So we need to get to Hammer and save it. It's because this place is... It's because this place is basically popped. And they're currently purging the settlement. Right. Glad you're here, sellsword. Right. They're under siege, so we're going to grab as much food as we can. We're going to grab some repair. I know this stuff is expensive and it's going to dock us out of our pay, but I'm bulk buying stuff so we can literally just sit and camp the objective. And of course, it becomes nighttime just as we need to be here. Defend the town. Many auxiliaries, some legionnaires. Okay. Game time. It's night time, so my range units aren't going to be as useful. I mean, I have a cunning plan. You take this. You think I'm crazy, but I'm going to do this. Get him in the line. I mean, he has the armor to absorb some hits, so he should be okay. Have him here. Have this guy on the back rank. The problem is it's night time, so like it's the dark is not going to help us at all. There's some ancient legionnaires, but a lot of auxiliaries. So okay, so what you're looking at, probably 3 to 4 legionnaires. Probably some will have pikes, if not all, and the rest will be just melee. That's going to be the first wave. Okay, This place doesn't have any outlying stuff besides this one, so many militia. Okay. Of course, these guys charge off. Okay, so what are we looking at? No, it's just all melee infantry. Okay, that's fine with me. Only downside with the militia charging off is that they're going to come back as undead, because I'm not charging out to meet these guys. So yeah, they can take their sweet time. Right. The thing is, I can't risk it. I really can't risk having my guys injured, because this is just the beginning wave of the siege and we need to hold out as long as possible. So get this up, yeah, right. So this would be relatively straightforward. So I'm just going to let that just tick over. You're here to support, so you don't need to put your shield wall up. You can put your shield wall up. Yeah. So onto the difficulty of the game. I find that the low level difficulty setting tends to give you more tactical flexibility to try new strategies out. Something that you can't really do on normal and on hard, especially. On normal, you can have a bit of leeway, but still there are certain tactics that you sort of really need to do, especially for later games. On hard, you need to have a very good understanding of how the meta works. You need to know what feats work well, with which builds. You need to be very specific with the people that you hire. There's just a lot of things that I just don't find enjoyable. I like being able to win a game off my tactical ingenuity and my understanding of the game, rather than meta knowledge. So I don't really play on the hardest difficulty setting on this game. Right. Let's see what happens. Right. Hit him. Not that it's not a good setting. This game is hard enough as is, and I do think that sometimes, like on the hard setting in this game is very hard. The RNG is very strong, and it's just something that I can sort of do without, to be honest. It's just that there's so much like meta knowledge that you need to have on the harder difficulties. You need to know. It's basically mostly it comes down to builds, character builds, and various other sort of metagame knowledge. You need to know how the stats are going to level up. If you understand, if you sort of see what I mean, like it's like by level 6 you need to have this amount of points in this particular skill. Okay, so he's coming there, we've got to go here. He can't do anything. He can still hit. There we go. Yeah, the problem is, when it gets to the hardest setting, I find that it stops being enjoyable, because you're spending like your entire time just trying to figure out how it's trying to figure out which builds will work, if you understand what I mean. It's, oh, I have a character with this stat, so he needs to have this perk, and this perk. Otherwise, it's not an optimal build. Which is not something I find that fun, to be honest. I better deal with him before he gets... Ah, he's up in his little high thing up there, which is annoying. We'll destroy that one. No, it's just that... it's hard to explain. I just don't enjoy like the meta-iness that can overtake... that can like overtake the harder difficulty in this. Because I'm not really one for that kind of thing. Yeah, they're gonna push hard on that flank. Okay, we better get up there and deal with it. Right. Get there. Redeploy my men. Get into this group. Where do we want to put him? Probably he wants to be up here. But no, I mean, I've seen people play this game on the hardest setting, and it's just brutal. You need to know the custom character builds. You need to know exactly when particular enemy types will pop. There's just a whole host of calculations that go into it. Plus, the game, the RNG on the harder difficulty settings really ramps up. So that's something else that you have to take into the equation. Push him back into there. He's probably got to bleed out, which is a pain. Fortunately, I don't have any of them rising up as the undead, which is nice. Get past his high shield values. Well, it's high melee block values, I should say. That guy's holding out well. Really well. We'll take this time given to us to basically push up and start to engage this group up here. Get rid of that one. Right, with their boss monster gone, we can just wrap him up. Yeah, well, he died. It was to be expected. And this is what I was worried about. The undead are starting to pop up. So we need to end this fast. He can't get in range. He can get there, but it's not going to help a lot. Right, so those guys can't do anything. Right. That guy's getting back up. He's probably got to bleed out next turn, which is a pain. Then disengage. He died. He took a hitting. Good for you. This is the last thing you ever did. Right, so he died. Got some stuff, not a lot. You've won the day, but the miss has probably lost the war. The townsguard took so many losses that some citizens are packing to leave the village altogether rather than stay and help defend. A victory nonetheless. Right. You find Hull put a cigarette washing strings of grain out from behind his ears. Mama always said to get behind your ears. Well, she's just yelling at me and asking what I've got that mess from. Well, time to get ourselves dirty again. Defend the town. Many ancient auxiliaries. Necro servants. Okay, yeah. This is going to be the real test now, folks. Necro servants are here, which is not great. Up that. Up your fatigue. Up your melee defense. Yeah, this is going to be a nasty fight. To be honest, I probably shouldn't have that one perk left we're going to get. Morale doesn't really affect the undead. But against the orcs, if we ever get to the orc campaign, we're going to be absolutely brutal. Or the greenskin campaign. Fearsome, we'll pick up Fearsome. It won't really affect them, but you can get back in. Right. If it's going to be blinking vampires all over the place, you won't be needed. Problem is I need to have guys with high weapon skill to actually hit these things, which is annoying as anything. To be honest, I'm tempted to switch him out and have him. Because he's got higher melee defense, and plus his sword, we can do a lot of damage with it. They've both got the disengage action, so they can escape from the vampires. I have one on the front, one on the back. What exactly are we looking at in numbers? A few Necro servants, but it's going to be at night time still, so my range units actually won't be as useful to me. Who's my best range unit? Here's... You go there. Who's still got a thing of holy water? Holy water for just this occasion. There we go. Get everything back organised, though it won't really help us that much. And we had to hold off against these blokes. How does our armour look? He took a little bit of a hit. He took a hit, which is not great, because his armour was good quality and I have no way of repairing it. Given that case, I may not want him on the line. I need to get some better... Yeah, I'm going to switch him out for him. Let's hope this is going to be good enough. But we can't do it this battle, we'll have to do it next one, folks. If you've liked, please press the like button. If you wish to subscribe, please press the subscription button. You can follow me on Twitter, you can follow me on Steam, and leave a comment in the comment section. And I will get back in contact with you. I've been Cornish-Knight. This has been Battle Beast, an exploration DLC, and I shall see you all again next time. Goodbye, folks.